Mother trucker, I didn't have the volume on.
Oh,
Let's
start over.
Hey,
Hey.
it's Friday night. We are your hosts.
Big G.
Karen,
Tink, tink.
Tink tink.
Tink Tink, maybe. We're trying it out.
And Bourbon Bob. Welcome
Holy
to 2024.
Did you not put the volume on?
I didn't, not for the whole thing. I missed the whole volume thing.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
It's the first show of the year,
Little
guys.
rusty, little rusty.
Come on. You know I always have nerves
That's okay.
every season.
All right.
I know.
Welcome.
I know. Boo. I'm getting booed from the crowd. That's
all right.
okay. It's not the first time. Won't be the last. But anyways,
Have a
yes.
drink.
So I am doing away with the HK moniker. I need something. You know, too many questions. People don't understand, and it doesn't make sense. It needs to be more.
You need to be something more of you, more your beer related than Helen Keller blind tasting.
Yeah, I like KK.
KK.
Okay, I could
Crazy
be Kate.
Karen.
We'll put that up on the scroll as send us emails. Let us know what you think you should call her. Keep it clean.
No.
Crazy Karen is probably.
That's too close to reality.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what
All
works.
right.
Something's got to stick.
A
Something's
work in
gotta stick.
progress.
But yeah, hey, I would love to hear some ideas out there if anyone has any. You know, trust me, it can't be anything worse than what he's called me in the past. So it's all good.
So how was everybody's holidays?
Very good.
Good.
I was blessed with family.
Yes.
And that's all you can say.
Yep.
I got to see great nieces, great nephews.
Yep.
I got to be the pig pile underneath my great nephew, all of my great nephews and nieces. And,
Nice.
it was a relatively new one with the kids and their new families. And
Awesome.
So it's new tradition starting, so I'm happy.
Sure.
That's great.
Yeah,
That's great.
I'm excited.
Very cool.
How about all y'all?
Okay. All right.
I took vacation for the first time this year, and I got sick my first day of vacation right before Christmas.
Her whole
The
vacation.
whole thing, and it wasn't just like sick. It was ugly.
Yeah, it was ugly. I didn't see her for like 7-8 days.
He loved it.
I was
Wow.
I cried. I was like, thank you, Jesus.
I know she's coming.
Thank you so much.
Oh, good Lord. Check, please.
Yeah. This is the best Christmas ever.
Oh no, I didn't have it. No,
I have one.
Oh my goodness.
no
Oh.
bell. But I should get one. I like that idea. That's a great idea.
All right, next week I'll bring the bell.
All right, I'll take it off Jimbo and put it on you.
Maybe that's what the bike thing can be for.
That's it.
Oh, we'll figure that out.
I don't
We're gonna have
know.
a whole bunch of changes and things that we're gonna do.
Yeah,
we cut the time off about in half.
About
So-
what do you mean a time and a half?
Well,
for?
we would go to like basically the week of Christmas, and
Oh.
we didn't do that. And so we cut it at the beginning of the month, and then we were supposed to be on air last week, and we didn't have any voices, so we had to let that slide. But we did get together and have a meeting, which was very good. And
And we drank some
thanks
bourbon.
thank you, our producer, to Zach. Thank
Zach,
you very
yep.
much.
Yep.
And he got us put back together, and so here we are today, kids. Here we are today.
Yep, gotta love Zach. He's such a great kid.
He's a good guy.
He's not a kid. He's like 30 years old. Look at me.
Sacrilegious.
Zachalicious.
Zachalicious.
Sacrilegious.
Too funny.
Zachalicious. Zachalicious.
We got anybody scouting out there? Is everybody all batting down their hatches?
You know what? It's a quiet scroll.
Okay.
It's a quiet scroll. We got some people out there, but don't be shy. Come
Don't
on.
Please
be
don't.
shy.
Interaction.
Come
That's right.
on. That's what we love to.
Well, like you said, batting down the hatches. It's snowing kind of hard out there, and the
It
roads
wasn't even
are.
supposed to snow. I gotta go pick up my birthday gift tomorrow.
Oh, should we say that? It is Greg's birthday today.
Hey!
Hey!
He doesn't want to announce it, but I
he
guess
didn't.
you announce it.
He
Yours
didn't announce it.
okay.
I announced it.
Okay.
He just mentioned it.
What are you picking up?
I bought another snowmobile.
Nice. We're gonna need
Yeah,
it.
and it runs. By the way.
We're gonna need another snowmobile if it keeps going the way we're going here.
Cheese, did you put him up to this?
He did. He begged me. He begged. I blame it all on him. I didn't want to do it.
As Shaggy
But-
says, wasn't me.
Wasn't me. All I gotta say then is, sounds like I got my own snowmobile.
You do. You do. You got the smaller one. I got the 800. You got the 700.
That's fine.
There you go.
No, that's cool. Good. I'm glad. You went out and got
Nice.
yourself a...
So
So you get a hand-me-down.
I don't care. I don't care. Well, that's good. So what
it
did
was
you
either
get?
that or a new Porsche. So I kind of laid back. If you remember correctly, my option was a new Porsche or Jimbo. So I kicked that car to the curb and I brought that little boy home.
Good.
And that's my boy.
That is your boy. He looks just like you.
Yeah.
What,
Good looking boy.
So tell me about the snowmobile. What'd you get?
Another Articat.
Okay.
800. Here, I'll show you a picture.
Where are you? Where am I going with you to pick it up tomorrow?
No, Charlie and Patrick are going.
See how you just screws me out of the trip somewhere? Where are you going?
Just over to Newbury.
Oh, okay. Well, it's just up the street. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, very
Sookie,
nice.
Sookie. Look at you.
And that's it, man.
Big green.
Big green.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Fluorescent green. You won't get lost in the snow.
Amen. I had
I'm just gonna have to load Jimbo up with some brandy in his little barrel when you go barreling over there and can't come back. He's gonna have to keep you
I'll put him in the
keep
back
you
of the thing.
lubricated there.
It'll be okay. I bought a 900 Thundercat some years ago, and it was a great snowmobile. But the problem was, number one, I had a young daughter, and she wanted to ride that thing, and she ended up riding that thing as a she was probably what 12. 13?
I don't even think she was 12 or 13, but
Just-
maybe.
But she would, her friends would come over and they'd just go 900 times around the yard. I just told her, just be careful. But
It's
anyway,
funny that you said 900
900.
because that's what it was,
It
wasn't
was a
it?
900.
Yeah.
But it was all tricked out. It was tricked out to 1,000. But anyway, it was still 900 series. But anyway, the problem was just running it down the road at like 30, 40 miles an hour. When you just gradually laid into the throttle, it wanted to fly. It would just come right up out of the back.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's not fun.
Not for
Yeah,
a
not
child.
for trails. You don't want that. So at the end of the day, it worked out. We ended up selling it, and the guy that I sold it to many years ago still has it. Still has it.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
We've got a Carla Covington saying hey to Bourbon Bob.
Carla.
Carla.
Oh, hey Carla, how are you, dear?
She says, Gypsy told me you were live and in person on here.
All right, yes, Carla, I am, and thank you, Gypsy. All right.
Live.
I have some people out of state that are calling us here. Yes.
There
yes,
you
yes,
go.
yes.
There
He
you
is
go.
live
Thank
and
you.
in person.
Just bear with us while we go through some growing pains. So,
It happens.
All right.
yeah. Thank you for joining us.
Well, I'm gonna have a little something over here, and then we're gonna get into this radio show, boys and girls.
There you go.
Well, I was going to say, if you want to take the bottle up to the camera so everyone can see what we've got.
Like
going.
making the birthday boy work today.
Carla says she is good.
Awesome, awesome. You drinking anything good,
back it
Carla?
up just a tad. There you go. There you go. Horse Soldier Barrel Proof. Did I get
So
that
this
right?
do you have all the information on this?
I have some information on it.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I wanted where this came from. So anyway,
Okay.
No. Being the first show, first thing, we're not doing a bottle cam. We're just going to be holding it up over there. You want to get into the infinity bottle that we're going to be doing later on with that?
Well, there, Mr. Bob Leakin.
Yes, sir.
That's your error. You take care of that.
So
first.
what we're going to do is we had a lot of talk last year about the infinity bottles. And I think it would just be more appropriate to take a little bit of everything that we're sampling every week and putting it into a infinity bottle, a Whiskey Roundtable, custom edition.
Let me show him the custom edition.
Show him
Yeah,
custom
take
edition.
that on
So,
up
Yeah,
there. 'cause that's-
hey, this is what happens at 3 o'clock in the morning when you got nothing going on. It was
WRT,
emptied,
the
washed
Whiskey
out,
Roundtable.
sterilized, and customized.
There you go.
Even has its own little funnel on there.
Yeah, we got a little funnel with it. So what we're going to do is at the end of every show, the bottle that we're featuring, whiskey and bourbons, we're going to put into that bottle. And then when we get filled, and we're going to probably do a show of sampling that. And then hopefully over the course of the year, we can start a Scotch one if we do a Scotch. And
We
keep the other
did
two.
we did one. If you remember, we did one last year at the end
Right. It
And
was
that
a real
was,
quick hot one.
for one of our good friends, Cheesy we call him. But anyway, so that we put that together, me and him. It was our thing. So it was,
Right.
and it was it's fantastic. And that,
Yeah, but you know, since
yeah, we still have.
since we got so many good bourbons and whiskeys that we try over the course of the year, why not put them together and see if we can come up with a good blend?
Sure.
So, at the end of every show, every time we do our scores, we're going to pour an ounce into this bottle and hopefully give it a good shake and let it set and marinate and gel together, and
Perfect.
we'll have some
'Cause
good
it's right
pours.
down here in the cold
Yep.
basement.
So are we? So one of the things, just questions. So sometimes we do bourbon, sometimes we do scotches.
We'll do a separate bottle for a
gonna
scotch.
do
Yeah, we can
separates?
do separate.
Yeah,
for
we can do
scotch.
separate ones, but I mean, just I want to keep this one a good whiskey bourbon one, and then we'll do scotches and a separate one.
I mean,
Because
even,
they got
you know,
two different entire flavors, and I don't want to ruin a bottle.
So anyway, I'm just going to call it out just because I know people are going to ask questions. Doug has left the show.
Okay.
Doug Dunbar, the Whiskey Wizard. Great guy. I'm hoping that I mean there was no anything.
He had a long travel.
He did. It's an hour ride one way. I can't believe he did it for that long, and I appreciate that. But you know, anytime Doug wants to come be a guest, he's more than welcome.
Awesome.
He'll always be a part of the Whiskey Roundtable. And if he wants to just come and watch the show and relax and make fun of us, that's fine too.
That'd be cool too. That let him taste the Infinity bottle because he was Mr. Infinity Bottle.
He was, yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of
Especially
an
the Scotch one.
yeah, kind of an homage to Doug. We'll kind of let this sit here, but this is going to be the season 6 official show bottle.
Sure.
Well, you know, we have his bobblehead over there. We could always.
No. This is when we're going to start here.
All right.
But
Yeah, so anyway, I just wanted everybody to know that's watching. Maybe you're on the scroll, maybe you're not. Maybe you're just in the audience. But regardless, Doug is always going to be a part of the show, and he'll always be a guest if he wants to be, or just sit here in the audience is fine. Just wanted to make that very clear.
Pardon the reach. My glass was empty. I'm sorry.
Good to address that. Just another thing, real quick on the scroll. Carla says she wishes she could drink the liquid gold,
Wow.
and Robin says, "Find Freeman."
Okay.
Is this is something we can't talk about?
No, that's Robin.
Okay.
That's Gypsy.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, now
Yeah.
it's all coming together.
Yeah. Handles from another platform that I'm.
She said something about drink some gold.
That was.
I wish I could drink that liquid gold.
Yeah, that was the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I have somebody in the audience that had a gold bar whiskey, sir, Reverend.
the reference over there on his phone.
He doesn't drink,
Wake him
so
up.
you know, he's sitting there.
The gold
Just the holy water.
It was,
The gold-
it was a little whiskey from California,
from California, and it's a gold bar bottle.
right? It's
Which is
actually made and brewed and distilled in California.
Nice.
It's very good.
Very good.
It drinks like an Irish whiskey. It's fantastic. And
I'm excited for 24 because there is so many new, like you're talking whiskey,
a lot of new
different
stuff coming out quick.
a lot of new distilleries, a lot of new products hitting the market really quick. With Traveler, Buffalo Trace just dropped Traveler.
Gosh, we gotta get our hand.
We're
Well, you
looking
said
at-
you got some.
I
Yeah.
ordered 2 bottles.
That thing hit the stores and went out real quick. So far, reviews I've seen have been lukewarm about it. So I guess that's just going to be one we're going to have to try and
We are.
see what we're doing.
That's why I got 2. I got 2
Okay.
bottles, so
Okay.
we can have one for the show, and then if we like it, then we can drink it. If not, then we gift it to somebody. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, raffle. We can start monetizing.
We-
raffle. We
there
can
you
send
go.
us
We
$1.
can- Yeah, send us $1. Everybody send me $1, and
We'll let you know if you won or not.
if you pull out the 20, you get the bottle. But if you don't, it is what it is.
Well, hey, that's like OHLQ. Even though you don't pay to get into it, every time I enter that, I keep losing.
Exactly. That's bullshit.
I'm the OHLQ. Yeah, you get a chance to buy the bottle. You win a chance to buy the bottle.
Well, I don't know if we talked about it at the end of last season, but that big release they did at the beginning of December.
Yeah, and then they did another one between Christmas, and then they came out real quick with New Year's, and there was a lot of stuff there. They were Weller 12 years, and what's the Weller?
The Weller
Barrel
Foolproof.
Proof, and
Yeah.
then they had the Old Forester. I'm sorry. What's the bottle? Old Fitzgerald
Right.
decanter.
Right.
bottles and all that stuff. And you know, I just got to the point where I'm like, you know what?
There was too many coming out.
I'm not running around.
Yeah, there was too many people out there, and it's like, especially during the holiday season, you walk by any liquor store before it was open. There was such a long line, and I'm still of the school that if it's on the shelf when I get there at 4:00 in the afternoon, it was meant for me to get.
There you go.
You know, I mean, I'm not going to go hunting. There's too many other good products on the shelf to try.
Plus, we're getting
you know,
older. We don't have the
right.
patience for that.
They had in Solon. I turned a friend on. We were, I think it was before the holidays, but probably the week or so before the holidays, and there was a Magnus Murray Hill edition.
Ooh.
And they had one bottle on there, and I was like, I have 2 bottles.
But that's like your
And-
favorite.
Well, I have never opened the one. I didn't open either one of them yet. Okay, so I looked at it. I was like, yeah, maybe I should buy this. And I said to him, I said, he goes, you gonna get it? I go, no. I said, you know, I got 2 bottles. I said, but that's a good bottle. I said, but let someone else have it. I'm gonna let someone else have it. So anyway, long story short, he went his way, I went my way, and when I was coming back my way, he had bought that bottle. He was paying the bill. He started laughing. I go, oh, I see how you are. He's like, man, I hope this thing is good. But he came back and said, you know, somebody I know real well, and he came back and told his dad. He goes, man, that's really a good bottle. So, but they sold it to him. Hold that thought. If I remember correctly, that they sold him that bottle for $100. But I went there today just to see what they had, and they were selling that bottle now for like $125. The Murray Hill edition. There's 2 left, but I'm not going to buy another one. I got 2. I ain't gonna worry about
Do you get in the same situation I get into when I walk into liquor stores? You stand
yeah.
in the bourbon aisle, and you end up meeting 3 new friends because
Sure.
everybody's standing there going,
it. Right. You should see when we go there.
walk out with 3 new friends when you go to a liquor store looking for bourbon.
I went there for back in the fall, if you will. I don't know if it was October or November, but I waited in line for something. I just wanted to see if they had something there that they had displayed. And I started talking to a group of guys. A couple people come up to me and ask, you know, hey, you guy, the Whiskey Roundtable guy. I said, yeah, thank you. You know, yeah, we watch the show on occasion. I appreciate that. Thank you, this and that. And the next thing you know, it's like, you know, everybody's in line, but everybody that's coming in is, you know, I'm standing there next
You're
to
getting a crowd around
15
you.
people, and I'm thinking to myself, I just want to get in there so I can either buy or get the hell out of here, you know.
Greg's in there holding court.
I was like, holy shit, right? So, but it's cool. I appreciate that, you know. I don't see me that way, but you know, and you're the same way. You're the same way. You know, you're the same way.
You
know,
guys
you
are
go.
both so quiet.
I just
and shy.
Go
Yeah,
somewhere,
well,
and the next thing you know, you got an entourage. You know?
But that's
But it's funny. It's fun. It's fun.
But that's part of the hobby, and part
Yeah,
of the
it
joy
is.
of this
It
is
is.
sharing what you learned and what you drink. Like Rob from up north is here today, and he brought some the Driftless, amazing, and it brought Greg an amazing bottle for his birthday.
Yeah. you sure did.
But I mean, when you get stuff from other states, it's even more exciting.
Right. I've never ever
But
seen that.
I like the
Anywhere.
stuff that we get locally. We have a lot of local distilleries around here. So again, I you know, coming up in 24, I hope that we get a chance to go to some of these local distilleries and
Sure.
promote some of them, because I went and talked to one today that they're excited to be featured, and
It's great.
so looking for big exciting things.
Whoop, whoop. It's going to be a great year. It's going to be a great year. It's funny because I don't know about anybody else, but I'm still trying to get back in the groove, you know, because today, like, we had the first big snowstorm.
Is the volume on? Do we know?
We have our,
Oh my God.
it was, but no, it's like, you know, you're just trying to get,
Yeah.
it is. You're just trying to get back into the groove of things.
Yeah.
And, I think once, you know, we get our traction, our snow tires are going, we're going to have a lot of fun this year.
Lots of good plans. Lots
Yeah.
of good plans.
But hey, guys, we are 20
Yep.
minutes into the show.
And we
Should
haven't- we
start
haven't drank
talking
anything.
bourbon?
Yeah, we should probably talk about some whiskey here.
Did you light your cigar yet?
Yeah, you
Okay.
know.
I
Yeah.
forgot to ask you, what are you smoking, G?
The Flor Dominicana.
Oh, okay.
And what's Reverend? It's the gold foot on there. What do they call that? The Flor Dominicana. It's in the big square box. It's
drawing
got
the
the
blank.
gold foot on the bottom.
It's the some 500, I believe.
Something that you turned me on to. I can't think of what the name of it is, but
Anyway, it's
no
something
worries.
good that you're smoking.
It is very good.
How about you, Bob? What do you got?
I have a nice box press cigar that I got from Royal Havana that Dave hooked me up with for my son's bachelor party.
Nice.
Private labeled for me and my son. He
Yep.
came up with a nice logo. And I love these box presses from Royal Havana.
There you go.
Ding. Shameless
Ding,
plug for Dave.
ding. Yeah, absolutely. All right, guys. So let's get into it. It's G showed you. We are doing. I don't know why I can't say this right. Horse
Soldier.
barrel strength. So it's
Excellent.
very hard for me to say horse and soldier together. I know Bruna's still taking the part of Georgia this season.
Yeah, I know. And she's been out, so I don't know what to expect when we're done.
She
But,
hears us. She's ready to go. But yeah. So bourbon. If I can get through this intro on horse soldier and not get completely emotional, I will be very proud of
It's that
myself.
touching.
Yeah,
It's hard
yeah.
for me.
Okay.
So before you do that, I had the opportunity. It didn't work out, but I had the opportunity. A friend of mine knows this guy, and he was telling him this is when he first started this, and he said, "Hey," and he was in Niles. I don't know if he lives in Niles or he's over in Niles there, but anyway, long story short, and he's like, "I want to hook you up with this guy with the whiskey round table, blah blah blah." So we're trying to put something together. So he was telling me the story, not this gentleman, but my friend was telling me the story, and I said, yeah, let's put it together, but we never were able to put it together. But anyway, this is his product, and there's a great story behind it. I'll just leave it at that.
Thank you. Great
thanks.
introduction to that.
Perfect.
So, this adventure started back in 2015 by a bunch of military veterans. I can do this. I can do this. It traveled to Yellowstone. They were on a journey to discover. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Bob, you want to take over?
I can do that. What do we got here?
I knew I couldn't do it.
That's all right.
It's all you, Bob.
Oh, it's not all me.
Just don't unplug this or we'll lose our camera.
Okay. All right. The adventure started.
They went on a journey. Start here.
Okay, they went on a journey to discover our next chapters in life. That adventure led us to our first distillery tour, sparking the passion that has since taken us across the globe, seeking the best and brightest of the distilling world. Trained with some of the best distillers in Kentucky, Ireland, and Scotland. Wow. They are dedicated to helping veterans acclimate to civilian life. This veteran-owned brand actively hires other veterans to help create, produce, and distribute its products. Wow, this is really cool. The Horse Soldier bourbon story is woven into the fabric of one of America's most historic moments. Just days after 9/11, an elite team of Green Berets were inserted into Afghanistan, some on horseback. They were dubbed the Horse Soldiers and are memorialized by America's Response Monument located at Ground Zero in New York City.
That's
it? Wow.
That's what I got. Yeah.
That's wow. That is really cool.
I can't get through any of that. I'm such
Well,
a
no,
such
it's 9/11 is still very, very touching,
Such-
and
Sure.
such a dork. I'm like so embarrassed. Like this is.
you're such a
done.
girl.
I know I am. At least in some things
Yeah.
I am.
No, but I mean, that's-
yes. Thank you for
No,
reading
No,
that.
that's
no.
fine.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's another great tribute. I love bourbons that have a story. If they got a story, it makes the juice that much better.
Absolutely.
In my opinion. Not that it matters, but
Yeah.
so
Well, they're a brotherhood, so
yo, God, yeah, definitely.
Well, you would know, being in the law enforcement, it's the same type of
same thing.
brotherhood. So, thank you for taking that. So, I'm just going to jump into the actual barrel strength. This is a wheated bourbon. It is made in small batches and blended with small batches of blended mature bourbon and non-chilled filtered. I think
Okay.
you guys were talking about that earlier,
Yeah.
about whether or not another thing we were trying was non-chilled filtered.
Right.
So last year, a very good friend of mine that I worked with at the sheriff's office, he brought me one of the Horse Soldiers, and it was a single barrel. It was fantastic. I liked it.
The single barrel, you said?
Single barrel.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is another bottle that they brought out, and he brought this bottle to me again for Christmas this year, and I like it.
Are these readily available, or these
They are readily
hard to
available
find?
in the state of Ohio.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's good.
one of the very few things that.
Yeah. Well, they're still working on that.
Yeah, I hope so.
Allocation states.
So every time someone says that, I am always like, "Oh wow, you can get in Ohio."
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Woo, who knew? But the mash bill on this is 70% corn, and they actually tell you it's yellow dent corn, which is a specific type.
grain, yeah.
It's made from 20% wheat, which is the soft red winter wheat. And then 10% of the barley, the 2-row. Did I hear what I just thought I heard?
A wine.
Chair.
No, the chair. Okay.
It is. It was a chair.
Okay. Someone else.
The chair.
Okay,
I
someone
mean,
else.
if the
make
dog
chair.
was here, I'd blame it on him. It's a chair.
And 10% barley, and it is the 2-row barley. I think last year I did a quick little overview of the difference between 1 and 2-row. But this particular bottle is a strong proof. I think we're doing pretty much every week this month. We're doing some of the heavier proof.
Higher proof.
Yeah, we are. I purposely started out with the heavier.
Well, you're a high proof guy anyway.
I am.
You like
I am.
those, and being your birthday, we should accommodate that.
Thank you.
Well, it's cold outside. We got to warm up somehow, right?
That's it.
This is 127.2
Ooh,
proof.
that's warm.
A little warm, yeah. It won a double gold medal at the 2022 San Francisco World Spirits Competition.
Nice.
All right, that's what I got. Bob, did you have any other notes on this that you wanted to talk about, or?
I didn't really do any research on this
Okay,
one.
no, that's fine.
I'm just excited to try this. I mean, this is
ready to
we now have a
sort it out
story.
here?
We now have a story. We have a mash bill. I think we should dole it out and take a sniff.
Yay! I love the
The
color.
color
on
is
this.
absolutely gorgeous on this.
It is a very dark.
And proper glassware
Amber.
does make a difference, folks.
Yeah,
It does.
absolutely. All right, let's go in on the nose on this. Don't just jump ahead with the taste.
I'm not.
Yeah, just
No, thank you, dear.
How many wives
Sound
do you
like
have now? Like 7.
Yeah.
Oh,
Between your
wow.
grandmother, your mom,
Yeah.
your wife, your aunt.
Yeah, my wife rents me out to other women. I have multiple wives with no benefits.
That's it.
Oh, that's funny.
It's my life.
This is.
Whoa, very sweet.
It's sweet and cinnamony. It's
All y'all
hard
got yours
to-
out in the audience there? Okay.
Sweet and cinnamony.
I have a masking of, oh shoot. Can't think of the name off the top of my head.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's right. Anyway.
It'll come to you maybe.
Getting the
After the show.
getting a spring fruit type thing, some sort of springy fruit.
I get a little bit of the mask of ethanol. Just like a color.
I'm not getting any heat or ethanol out of that. But
But
I'm getting like an apricot or
What's that?
a peach or nectarine type of,
Okay.
like a yellow squishy fruit.
Yellow squishy fruit.
I don't eat a lot of fruit, but I mean, it's like a tangerine, a nectar, not a tangerine, but a nectarine, apricot. But that's,
It's.
but there's definitely an oak, definitely a heavy oak presence,
I'd say oak.
definitely a heavy oak.
I will too.
But the sweetness of the wheat,
I mean, the nose is sweet of a lot of things. You said it's cinnamon. I don't know if I caught
I'm
cinnamon.
not getting
but,
cinnamon.
But it's got that sweetness to it. You said that's a wheat, isn't it? Right?
Yeah.
It is a weeded, yes.
Well, that was
I tend
you
to
said that
drink-
was
I
a
tend
red
to
wheat
drink
though.
wheat. Or,
I did. It's a
Sweet.
soft red
Soft
winter.
red wheat.
Yes.
Okay, so it's a sweeter wheat. Nice, nice.
And I don't know a lot about wheat, and Bob, I don't know if you do either, but like if it's called soft red winter wheat, I would assume it's darker in color, which may attribute to the color in this, but I don't know.
what is anybody in the audience?
Do you know?
What you guys got?
What do you got on the nose?
I get plenty of ethyl, but there is something like the tangerine. There's something in there that's a little
Nectarine or whatever, yeah.
citrusy.
Okay.
Yeah, it's great on the
Nor-
nose. I mean, it's got some great legs. It hangs has some great hang time on the side.
You get that so sweet fruit, a little bit of ethanol I get, and it has that sweet.
It does.
I
Yeah,
think that's the wheat
It does.
coming through.
Yeah.
yeah. The wheat's definitely, and it's like, and quite frankly, I don't know much about the Dent corn either, but the Dent corn I know from just a real quick reading, has a higher starch content, which would transfer into a little bit more sweetness in the
sweet,
fermentation.
Yeah.
So.
Right.
Interesting. Okay.
A little bit more, a little bit hotter too. No?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, well, maybe that's where I'm.
Can we
getting
taste
that
it now? Can we taste it now?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Anyone
Okay.
else have any nose notes? All right. Okay. Well, if you do,
Sorry, I'm a child.
Whoa, I almost lost that glass.
Oh, that would've been
Whoa,
scary.
Oh, that
Party
would've-
foul.
That would have ruined my whole day. All right, kids, let's dive in.
cinnamon, 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 cinnamon.
Not candy cinnamon, spice cinnamon,
Spice.
baking cinnamon,
Baking.
It's
Burn.
yes,
bark
baking.
cinnamon.
Baking. It's not like a red hot cinnamon.
No, it's a bark cinnamon.
It's like that stick you put in your apple cider.
Whoa,
in the fall.
whoa, oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. No, that's-
Easy now, we're the family
Get
show
this.
here.
Oh, come on now. We've never been a family show.
Yeah, we've been in a family way show.
Wow, that is all of 127.2 proof.
Yeah, it's warm.
With the baking spice and the heat, it's almost like a red hot, in the back of your
I
throat.
I could do that, sure.
I'm getting more of that sweetness on the finish to make it more of that red hot versus the stick cinnamon.
It's heavy.
Yeah, it's got a thicker tongue
It's
feel.
heavy. Look at the legs on that thing.
You know, it sticks to the tongue a lot, so it's staying there for a little bit and giving you an opportunity to get a lot of that. I'm not getting a lot of fruit.
No, me
Not, there's no the taste is completely different from the nose, which is bizarre.
You almost have to, the first drink, just to get your palate ready to actually taste it.
Oh yeah, well I'm
Yeah,
gonna be
we're
on my
gonna-
third
we're
sip before I
I was
actually
gonna
kind of
say
judge that
we
one.
should do 3 to 4, but anyway,
Yeah,
3 normal.
yeah, that's just
It's kind of a long finish. It's some type of I'm gonna say it's some type of orange fruit. I'm not saying it's orange, but it's definitely in that orange fruit category.
That's where I went with the tangerine and nectarine,
Yeah.
not tangerine, but the nectarine and apricot
Yeah.
type thing.
There you
Yeah.
go. Yep. Cheese. You got any
That's
tasting notes you want to share?
And this is a bourbon or rye.
this is a bourbon.
It has a finish that's a little rye-like. It has a little, when on the exhale, it's got kind of a spiciness that I don't find in a lot of bourbons, but it's all the ethanol, in my opinion.
You know, I'm gonna. Now that you said that, you make me want to look up that soft red winter
Yeah.
wheat to see what they say about that. It's commonly used for specialty products such as sponge cakes,
Oh,
Okay.
there you go.
cookies, crackers, and other confectionery products. It adds value to the miller and baker as a blending wheat.
So it's something you cut your Coke with.
Nice.
Oh, okay, I don't know how you got that out of that, but okay, okay.
I'm stupid.
No, you're funny. You're probably to the 80s. What's? I'm sorry, Casey. What'd you say?
I think I'd make that, use it as a Washington apple, mix it.
That's a
Ah.
great idea. Absolutely. If,
Oh.
if no one can hear that, Casey said it would be a great in a Washington apple, and that is what that is. That oh God,
That's,
I forget what that is. made of.
a flavored apple bourbon, depending on what you use. Could be Crown, could be Jim Beam, could be whatever, and cranberry juice.
Okay, I've seen it another way with it. It doesn't
You
matter.
can do it as a shot or a drink.
Right.
I always,
Yep.
since I'm such a
That-
foo-foo girl,
This is a unique flavor.
I do the shots.
yeah. Tequila is a shot. But this stuff,
I'm sorry.
This is a nice sipper. I kind of digging this one.
Yeah. I don't know if I answered what you were thinking, Cheese, about the red
Right.
wheat. Yeah, I don't know. I'm interested in.
On the exhale, I get what you normally get.
You
out
get
of
the heat from the rye. Yeah,
It's kind
you
of
do.
a spicy, earthy exhale.
Exactly.
That's what I
100%.
get.
100%.
I agree with that.
This is definitely, and I remember we talked about this in one of the shows last year. This is definitely like a manly bourbon, and I think it is a great representation of some military veterans. It's
And it's
solid and strong, and it's
Spicy and
it's
Yep.
pairing very well with the cigar. It's going.
I was just gonna say, I was letting you say.
It's
Go ahead.
pairing very, very well with the cigar. I mean, it's the perfect complement between the two of them. This is a good cigar partner.
So what do you got on palate?
let's see. I got these together on the palate and the finish. So from the actual Horse Soldier website, they say toffee, and I think this is probably what you're thinking of, ginger.
Yes.
I'll go with that 100%.
Yes.
Yes.
That
Kind of the
hot
hotness,
cinnamon.
Yes,
a little
yes,
bit hot
yes.
from the ginger.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. Okay.
See how the light dawns when you get a
Not
little
cinnamon,
cue card.
ginger.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I tasted that.
You know, I always say, you know, like learning whiskeys, if you will, and scotches. But, you know, Karen puts that stuff out. I don't read anything that she has. I like to learn myself. So it's I
Absolutely.
mean, whiskey's you're always going to learn whiskey. We got a lot of different products that come out, different things, this and that. But at the end of the day, I like, you know, sampling it 3 or 4 times, and I just like to try to figure out what it is.
Yeah, this is one of those bottles that
Ginger for sure.
I'd like to get one of these bottles and just when people come over, here, try this one. Let me know what you think.
Right,
And just get everybody's, just try and get everybody in your circle to think the same way that you do.
Sure.
Is because, again, half the fun of this hobby is
Right.
the sipping and trying and learning and talking.
And sharing with other
Oh my
people and seeing
God.
what their thoughts are, because you know you can't, sometimes you can't put your finger on it, and
Again, it depends on what you're exposed to and what you can actually recourse. Like, you know, people would say baking spice or, you know, the red hots or whatever. It depends on what if you don't know what a red hot tastes like, you're not going to be able to pull red hot out of this. You know, so you have to have a vast knowledge. Just where the sommeliers and the, you know, all this comes in when you got to train yourself and, you know, smell the spices, smell this, smell that, so you can kind of articulate what you're trying to say, where it sounds like, well, you know, does it smell like wet grass in the morning, or you know, where you have to articulate what you're doing. And this is what's fun about this, is trying to like the apricot. We're apricot, and it's not even in there, but I got
well,
that.
you didn't let me get that far.
I'm sorry. Excuse me.
So what they say after the ginger, they say stone fruit, which I believe is an apricot.
Sure.
Sir.
There you go. Okay.
So we got that, and then another website. I pulled some additional notes because I always like to get different opinions,
Sure.
just like we were talking about.
Sure.
Caramel, honey, butterscotch, woodiness.
I can get the wood. I can get the butterscotch.
It's more the rye thing, the woody, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or not
Yeah,
really?
could be. Yeah.
That's more the barrel char, right?
I would go with woody being more of getting the wood, like the oak and the hickory or whatever you're getting out of that. But that's delightful.
Spiced raisin. Anybody?
No.
That would be a reach.
I agree. I don't get the spiced raisin at all.
Maybe not with a cigar, because they're both, you know, earthy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna side with Cheese Man. I agree with what he says.
The ryeness.
That rye.
Yeah.
We talked about that, about the wood and all that stuff. I mean, wood likes the wheat. Wood likes the corn. Wood likes the rye. You know, all those different, you know, oats, if you will, this and that. And you can cross that up, so to say, with, you know, something more corn forward, if you will. You know, different things like that. Rye, if you will. Wheat, if you will. You know,
Yeah.
which we're drinking now. A wheat can be a little spicy.
It can be
And we're
But you
talking
don't-
about a red.
It's kind of earthy.
earthy.
It is. It is. So
Yeah, I'm digging that one.
when he's talking about red, we're talking about red
wheat,
right?
yeah.
Which is a
The
whole
red
different product.
fall.
Yeah, soft
So-
red winter
Right.
wheat.
Okay, there you go. So,
Yeah.
and that's when this came out. So, here we are. So he's right. He's right.
Wow, right. Wow, first show of the year, and cheese is right.
Doesn't happen often.
We got to put this one down.
Don't happen often. All right, you guys, let's
No,
get
but
into.
we become. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
We become. Me and him. All the winter days, we sat down here, in up north as well, doing our thing down here, watching car shows and having a great time. But at the end of the day, it's not just drinking because we're doing whatever, but we do try to. We like different things. We try different things. All that stuff over down here. His palate is very similar to mine. Rob's as well. So that's just me. So
Awesome.
That's just me.
That's good. So, okay, guys, we're going to get into the ratings, and because it's the first show of the year, I'm just going to review
Please,
the
let's
ratings.
review our ratings. Gary.
I did put the rating descriptions on our website too, and I
Perfect.
changed them up a little bit, but pretty much the same. So we are on a 0 through 5 scale.
Okay.
Right.
5 is the greatest thing you've ever had.
Mm-hmm.
4, very good, and you must have it at home. 3, it's okay, and it's a good solid drink. 2, could be a mixer, maybe.
Yeah, we've had a lot of those.
1 is not even a mixer, and a 0 would be not fit for man nor beast.
All right.
I
So
got one of those I'm going to bring in.
that is our rating scale. Greg, since it is the first show, you are our host, and it is your B-Day.
And the first score of the year, so no pressure.
What do you think?
I already picked my score, so I'm a 3-5. I like the story. Everybody says, well, this, that, or the other thing. Listen, you always have to take into consideration the distillery as part of the products that they put out. So, obviously, even before pouring, I had that bottle many times here during the holidays. So, with everything being said about Horse Soldier, I'm a 3-5 solid.
Nice score.
That's a good score. Solid score.
Very good.
That is infinity bottle worthy.
Amen.
Gosh, yeah, that's for sure.
Amen.
Bourbon Bob, what do you think?
I'm going to go on the very high end of a 3.9.
Okay.
Very good score.
I'm completely. I love a bourbon with a story.
Sure.
Story on this is amazing.
Yep.
The flavors, the profile, the color, the time that I can have sharing this with other people is going to be worth having this on my shelf. So I'm a solid 3.9.
Good score.
There you go.
Good score. You know what? I think I'm right there with you. The fact that they have poured their heart and soul into this, and
And they're not done.
they're not
No,
done.
they're not done.
And
They're just getting started, these guys. I mean, think about it. This was probably 4 years ago I heard about this. So here we are in our 5th year. They're going to put out some products that are going to rock somebody's,
Good.
rock out. You know what I'm saying? So, it's a great story. They're working hard. They've worked hard. And at the end of the day, for our people, if you will,
that's why we got
and,
this flag up here.
and at the end of the day, I stick with my 3-5, and whatever you're gonna be. What's your score? Did you say?
I did not say it, but no, I completely agree with you. You could tell that they're really, they have their experience, and the fact that they have trained with so many people across not only the United States
Right.
but Ireland and all.
The Scotland and
It,
all
it's
that, yeah.
you they really did study. You could tell.
Sure,
Like, you
absolutely.
didn't just show up in the morning for the
we're-
test hungover.
we're-
You studied for this.
Yeah, but we're talking about guys that are out of our realm, and they're always going to want to be the number one because that's what they were trained to do.
Absolutely.
And I'll
Here,
tell you
here.
what, the fact that the company employs veterans,
That's it's just
You
so
know,
it's
that's
so
great. I
heartwarming
mean-
to me.
coming from a distillery, working in the distillery, it's really cool to know that. I mean, working in a distillery, there's a lot of stuff to do.
Sure.
A lot of bull work, a lot of cleaning, a lot of stuff. And at the end of the day, when you put that into a bottle,
That people can't even fathom.
right, there is a
Sometimes
lot
you
that
would
goes
know.
into it.
Sometimes people get into that say they're producing, they're doing a distillery. A lot of those people drop out quick.
Yep,
They really do.
yep. But
They
I mean,
realize
this
it's
is
work.
It's work. It's real work.
this right now. I mean, knowing that there are veterans that are doing this, getting trained to do this and putting this out, I'm behind this 100%. I
Me
love it.
too. Me too. So what do you got?
I'm giving it a 4.0.
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
I'm
Okay.
giving a 4.0.
Okay.
To our studio audience, what do
Anybody? Anybody?
who wants to go first?
Anybody want to go first?
I'm a 3.6. It has a lot. It's kind of big on flavor and long finish, and I'm less. I like clean up quick. And I usually like the rise, but this is pretty high. I'm not a high.
This is a wheat.
I'm not a high ethanol guy, and this
Right.
is pretty hot. So it's a little lower for
It's
me.
127.
I like a lot of the flavor, but it's a little hot for me.
Okay.
Okay.
But
Should try it
still,
with a little bit of water.
true.
Oh,
Oh,
good
that's
point.
a good
Yeah,
point.
I'm curious.
Yeah, we should try that. Okay.
Oh darn, my glass is empty.
Of course.
I'm stupid.
You're stupid.
I
Could
need
you
to
please
know.
pass that around?
Absolutely. And if you don't mind filling mine.
I should have said, "Oh, horse."
Oh horse. Oh horse.
Horse or horse.
Oh horse. Oh, that was it.
So,
Thank you.
anyone else want to go next?
Sure. I agree with all Kurt Cheese's comments,
Jesus comments?
and
Cheesy.
I'm just off of the pour without the story or anything. I'm a 3-3
All right. Awesome.
3-3.
because there is a little
Awesome.
more finish and heat there than what I would prefer. I have a feeling that with a little bit of water, I would score this significantly.
Would you like to
Agreed.
score?
Yeah, give
Did
it
you
a try.
did you try it with your
Would you like
cigar?
a rescore?
Did you try it with your cigar?
Would
He
you like a
needs-
rescore?
Well, I'm going to
Yeah.
have the bottle without
Yeah.
the water, but we can discuss it after we try it.
You know what? That's a great, and I know we're running long, and I know, Greg,
Yeah, that's all right.
you have a strict 45-minute policy.
I'm
and
sorry,
we-
it's the
we
first show
are-
of the year. We're discombobulated.
We are at 47 minutes. Well, you know, I didn't turn the volume on at first, so it happens, and then we had our little mishap. But it would be cool to get like before and after water scores, if anybody who's doing that wants to.
Anybody? Anybody?
I mixed mine with ginger ale.
Okay.
Oh, sacrilege! I'm sorry.
Anybody?
Sorry.
Mix it and drink it how you like it.
No, I'm going with it
mine-
foolproof.
All right.
Thank you.
Bob, do you want water?
No, I put a little bit of Pellegrino in it. Now I'm gonna be fancy,
Pellegrino.
and pinky's out.
Significantly different with the water.
Oh yeah, the nose is
So
a
the burn is gone. Now I've got
the nose is completely different.
What are you getting more of?
fruit.
More fruit,
More
less.
stone.
I think now you can get the flavors. Now you don't have the heat.
I get
Oh, okay.
I get more ethanol in my face,
Right.
if you will. I don't mean that in a bad way.
Yeah, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say I don't like it with the water.
Do you mind if I know?
The water did not enhance the experience for me in any way, shape, or form. It actually deterred from it. This one is definitely this one is definitely a neat drinker for me.
Yeah, I think the water just allowed it to get more of the flavor out of it.
It did, but it brought more ethanol out, and I did not like that on the
It
nose.
brought more ethanol flavor, but less burn.
Right, and I preferred this one at the higher strength, and I like the way they put it in the bottle.
What were you gonna say, G?
No, I was listening to both of them go.
And
So,
you were agreeing with
so I got more. I mean, look at the legs on this thing. Look at that.
Oh man, they're still amazing, but
even with the water.
Yeah, even with my fingerprints. But
yeah,
anyway, it gave me more ethanol in the face. It tamed down for me. It tamed down a little bit of the heat, but it was the flavor of it was much more enjoyable.
100% agree with that because mine is not with the water.
I'm gonna-
As soon as I put my face in
I'm
it, I was
gonna,
like, "Woo."
you know, I'm smoking a cigar and all that stuff. I'm gonna change my score to 3.6. 3.6. Just
3.6 is your score?
Yeah, I said
Is that your
3.5.
score with the water or?
That's with the water. You can-
Okay,
you can
with the
change-
water.
yeah.
I'm just gonna put a slash there.
asterisk.
There you go. It's
3.6.
definitely more flavorful as far as that goes.
I would have to. I like this one just neat. This one is. I think they nailed it. They don't have to. It doesn't need anything else.
Right,
This is-
and I'm not saying that. So just to be clear,
Yeah.
I changed the score because it was much more of a flavor bomb to me,
Mm-hmm.
if you will. But I did get a big push of ethanol in my face, and just because of the flavor, after I tried it with the water, it was much more pleasurable of the taste. So that's the reason why I changed my score from 3.5 to 3.7.
See, I think with the heat for me is like I like the heat, and the heat is a flavor profile for me, and I think that actually is what I missed when I put the water in there.
No worries.
No.
Nor-
But I do think that I'm going to put an ounce in our bottle.
Oh,
Well, and before
yes,
you do that, I just
Okay.
want to make sure up north. What did you give the score with the water?
me?
Without the waters, I would be 0.2 higher with the water.
You'd be
Just be-
0.2 higher with
Yeah,
the water.
because the burn is. I'm right with
Okay.
G's comments there.
Cheese, did you do with the water? Do you have a
I
score?
didn't have any.
Oh,
enough to
okay,
do it,
okay.
So I did not.
I will say I agree with everything that you guys said about with the water. I think that the nose, it just makes me want to go like this because the ethanol does hit you in the face, but it is so much sweeter. And on the palate, it's not as hot. So Bob, what do you got? What do you got going there now?
I'm just putting this into our season 6 Infinity bottle because I think this one is definitely worthy of it.
So can you explained it earlier in the beginning of the show,
Okay.
but do you want to, now that you're redoing this, just kind of recap that?
Well,
we're
what I
gonna
did
do?
is I did a little research on the Infinity bottles, and it should be something that is, if you're going to reuse a bottle, take out all the stuff that you had in there before, because apparently the glass does hold some residual flavors. I did not know that. So that bottle has
I didn't
been.
either.
There was multiple sources that said that. So
Okay.
I took great precautions to sterilize that twice, rinse it out. It was emptied, rinsed, sterilized, and customized. So what we're going to do is we're going to be putting I think we're going to be putting the ones that we like. I don't think I'm going to put a 2 in there. I think we put 3 and above in there.
That's fine.
But at the end of the day, to quote Greg, I think we're going to have a great bottle since we're starting off with this.
Sure.
But we'll see. I'm going to keep a running tab of what we're putting in there. What you should do when you do an Infinity bottle. And we're only going to do 1 ounce a week. And then, maybe one of the other future shows
Sure thing.
we'll do a little sampling. When it gets halfway up, we'll do a sample and see how it goes.
All right. You're going to be the
I'll be
keeper.
I'll be the Infinity keeper.
You're going to be the
You
gatekeeper.
need like a crown or something, or like
Can I get a tiara?
Well, I was going
that
to.
cake we were talking
I
about.
was going to go to Burger King and see if they had any.
Oh my God,
Be
that would
Bourbon
be
King.
so freaking awesome.
I'll make one.
like
What's your
it.
favorite
I
color?
But yeah, so I'm very proud to put that one into our first pour for this year.
Absolutely, and
So-
you know what? That is worthy of being a first
It is.
pour.
It is.
So,
That was the story is
So-
amazing.
Yeah.
So, what do we got on the scroll?
Oh. I think everybody
Phil
dropped off.
Weaver,
Bill.
Hey, Phil.
What's up?
wood craftsman extraordinaire.
Amen. Cousin
So-
Phil.
So, just so you know, Phil, he won't let me use the cutting board that you made for us. He's like, I don't even know where it is.
I know exactly where it
I
is.
bet you do.
Yeah, it's
And
leveling
I
the
have
table.
used it depending on how many people I have. He made me a beautiful. He actually did a humidor for me as well.
I know he
So,
did. Yes.
And I use it.
I
still
know you do
I
it. You've got it stacked
Yeah,
in
it's
there.
along with the other ones. Yeah. So
Humidor
anyway,
row.
cousin Phil, I love that guy. Good
He
guy.
is great.
He came. He did the show one time.
Yeah, and Phil, we'd love to have you
Yeah,
back. And
absolutely.
Phil, we didn't ask you if you're still there. What are you drinking?
Oh God!
That's the question.
Every week.
What are
you
you drinking,
drinking,
Phil? America
We almost need a
wants
cue.
to
We almost need a
know.
cue and a card for that one. What is Phil drinking?
I
Oh yeah,
know.
we're kind of throughout the last 2 years, we are making Phil transition from beer
Oh,
to whiskey. So
And I love how his go-to
yes,
is what?
Russell's Reserve.
There you go.
That's a
Wild
great
turkey.
product.
It's a great product.
it's a great product.
Absolutely.
I look forward to a lot more great products. I mean, there's going to be some good ones that we're going to be having, and I know we're going to bring a lot of local ones in,
Yeah.
and some stuff that you might not be able to get.
Yeah.
some
Well,
stuff you
if
can
everything
get.
goes well, we'll be trying some different things from local distilleries and We'll have a good time, of course. So what else?
Well,
what else?
Phil has chimed in with what he's
Oh,
drinking.
okay.
So he says he's been a little under the weather this week. It's going around, Phil.
Sorry
We're
to
just
hear
getting
that.
over
Cuz.
it.
Sorry to hear that.
He is drinking 2 parts hydrogen and 1 part oxygen.
Nice.
Around these parts, we call that a Lake Erie highball.
Yeah.
And he also has it in frozen form. So
Oh,
leave it to Phil. He's got
Nice.
liquid and frozen.
there you go.
Cousin Phil, you're stupid.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, that is
He's
great.
a great guy, man.
That is awesome.
Anything else?
I think that's it. He said sorry he's late. He says
Nah,
happy
nah.
birthday to you.
Thank you.
We'll take videos of the spankings later.
Oh.
Hey!
Thank you, sir. May I have another? All right. Do we have anything else we want to round out
I
with?
have nothing right now. I
So,
think we've
round it
filled
up.
this time out. And
We have.
I think Greg would, at
gonna
this time,
take us
say
out,
it's time
kids.
to get out of here.
Yeah, let's get the hell out of here. All right, listen, kids. Thanks for watching the show tonight. It's our first day back for 2024. Thank you for everything. Thank you for all the support that we get. Thank you very much. Be safe. It's snowing crazy over here. I guess we're supposed to get like 8 inches of snow or something. But anyway, at the end of the day, catch you guys next Friday. Until then, I am your host, Big G.
Karen KK.
No. And I'm
It
Bourbon
doesn't-
Bob. Thank you very much. Peace and love.
All right, kids. Be safe. Catch you later.
Happy
Bye-bye.
2024.
Amen.
Thank you, Horse Soldier.